Hello, everyone. How is everyone this evening? I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is good. Oh, it's been a long day. Long day. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like when the weather changes, you get exhausted more. I don't know. In the summertime, I could wake up and be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then for some reason, when it starts to get fall, I'm tired all the time. Hey, Carla. Hey, Dory. Hi, guys. How are you? So, I don't know about you. Hi, Carolyn. Caroline. Aw, thank you. I'm just going to give it a few minutes to let people kind of realize I'm live and show their way in before I start. So, did you guys all have a good day? I don't know who caught Carla's live this morning, but it was much fun in there. It always is. Lots of laughs. It was a good time. And other than that, I cleaned the house. I did not cook dinner. I refused. It was fend for yourself night because I just didn't feel like cooking. And I was trying to finish up this case. Hey, Baby Beauty. I was trying to finish up this case, so I was like, everybody can fend for themselves tonight because I don't have time. Hey, Honor Rose. You know, Honor Rose, I really love your name every time I see it. And of course, Wookie is on cue. Wookie, you are fine. Lay down. Lay down. So, I think, no. Come here. Come here. You want to come say hello to everybody? Come on. No? You want to jump on my chair, but as soon as I go to grab you. So I changed my picture in here so when I stop my camera. Last year I did a Halloween stream and I dressed up. So I decided to change my picture to what I dressed up as. So you guys want to see it? I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but I was a Spider Woman. I was a Spider Woman. Oh, whoa. You can't be up here and be grumpy. Stop it. He's grumpy tonight. Can you guys all hear him? He was like, I don't want to be picked up. All right. Well, there's 11 people in here. And so why not get started? I just got to move some stuff over because I have now started a new thing where I type everything out. And then I found a really cool thing. I was typing everything out in the docs thing. And halfway through, I think I wrote 2 pages, typing 2 pages, and then I found out it had a voice to speak, and it changed my life. Hey, Jason, Baby Jax. Yeah, he is definitely a Baby Jax, just white instead of black. Oh, you think Lady Gaga? Really? It might look, well, let me see. Yeah, I could see that. I definitely could look like Lady Gaga in that. So then halfway through, I realized that I had voice to speak. And it changed my life. Hey, Dally girl. Whoa, stop. No, stop. I'm not playing Bink with you. See, this is what he wants me to do. It's a squeaky toy Binky, and they are mean. My big dog is nowhere as mean as him. And this little bank is his favorite toy in the whole world. And he is sitting here waiting for me to throw it. And if I throw it once, I'll end up throwing it through this whole stream. And he'll talk to me if I don't. So I have to hide it. Sorry, woo-woo. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Samara. All right, guys. Enough rambling. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning, I will be live. Carla will not be live. Wednesdays are I've been doing the lives. Last Wednesday I wasn't able to, but I will be here this Wednesday. So same bat time, just different bat channel. Jenna, they arrested the girl's boyfriend I told you about earlier. Supposedly oh no, Jason. I checked this morning when you told me about it, but I haven't checked. I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe I'll do that because it's a brand new case and it's really sad because she's young. Maybe I'll cover it. We'll see where it goes. Woo woo, stop. Hold on. I got to do something with woo woo because he'll distract me. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. It came out a couple of hours ago. Wookie is going to be a pain tonight. I love the avatar, don't you? That was my Halloween costume from last year. That's when I dressed up last year, and the headband is actually spiders, and then the shirt was spider webs. I thought it was pretty cool. I came up with it on like a wing. Hey, Captain of my soul. All right, let me open up what I need to open up, and let's begin. So tonight I am White Baby Jacks, yes. I am doing the Moxley murder. This is a well-known case. I know many people have heard of this case, probably have read books and seen the documentaries, but this happened right around Halloween, and we know that it's Moonoween month, and so I figured this would be a case I would do. I knew it was a big case, but I didn't know how big of a case it was until I started researching. I was hoping I could do it pretty quickly, and it didn't work out that way, but I think it worked out good because last night I was supposed to do it, but it wasn't quite finished, so I did the storytelling, and I think it came out really good. Today has been a crazy day. So, Martha moved to Greenwich from California with her parents, David, Dorothy, and her 17-year-old brother, John, only 18 months before this crime happened. Martha was only 15 years old. They moved to a gated community called Bellhaven in Greenwich. Greenwich was known as an affluent area where the Hollywood elite lived and still live. It's also where former George W. Bush grew up. It was a perfect place to bring up family. The night before Halloween, it is commonly known as Mischief Night, Devil's Night, or sometimes Doorbell Night, depending on where you live. I know for me, as a teenager, my friends and myself love going out the night before Halloween with shaving cream, eggs, and toilet paper, and to have some innocent fun. Martha and her friends looked like they enjoyed doing the same thing. On the night of October 30th, 1975, it was a very cold night. Martha Moxley and her friends set out for a night of harmless fun, pranks, spraying shaving cream, throwing eggs, and toilet papering the neighborhood. Martha headed out with her friends Sheila and Helen at around 6:30. After having fun with the shaving cream, toilet paper, and eggs, they headed to a party in the neighborhood at the house of Tommy and Michael Skinkle. Tommy and Michael were well known in the community for their behavior and lack of discipline, and also because they were nephews of Ethel Skinkle Kennedy, the widow of the late Senator Robert F. Kennedy. Martha was very excited to go to this party. On this night, Martha was wearing a blue parquet jacket. She loved that jacket. Martha had lots of friends and was well liked. She had been voted as a girl with the best personality at school. I don't want to lose my place. Martha did not have school the next day, but some that attended the party did. So everyone left the party at different times that night. Martha went to a private school. Martha's mother, Dorothy, was home alone that night. Martha's dad, David, was away on a business trip, and her 17-year-old brother, John, was out with friends. Dorothy was upstairs for most of the evening painting. Dorothy heard a commotion at around 9:30-10 that night, so she decided to stop painting and take a shower, then went downstairs at 11 to watch the news. John came home while she was watching the news. After the news, she decided to watch a movie, and while watching it, she fell asleep. A little before 2 a.m., Dorothy woke up and noticed Martha was not home. So she woke up Martha's brother and asked him to go look for his sister, but John could not find her. Martha's mom called Sheila, and she told Dorothy she didn't know where Martha was, but told Dorothy that after the party that they went to the Skinkle house, which was only 150 yards away from Martha's home. Dorothy then contacted another one of Martha's friends that she went out with that night, Helen. Helen told her the last time she saw Martha, she was in one of the brothers, Tommy, and they were flirting and making out. Let's see. Horror show. Hi, why does your name say Marsha? I thought it is Martha. Did I put Marsha? Did I? Let me look. I might have wrote it wrong when I was quickly editing it. No, I put Martha. I don't know where you see Marsha, but hey Nanya. Hey Gingerlocks. Now where was I? Making out. Dorothy decided to ring the Skinkles house number a number of times, call them a number of times that night, and every time one of the Skinkle girls, 18-year-old Julia Skinkle, answered the phone. Julia told Dorothy that she should call Jimmy Terrain, as a few teenagers left the Skinkle house to go to his house. Dorothy called Jimmy's house, and his mother answered and told her Martha was not there, and neither was her son Jimmy. That's when Martha's mom called the police to report her daughter missing. After a few hours, Martha's mother decided she couldn't just sit home and worry, so she walked the 150 yards over to the Skinkle house and knocked on the door. and Michael Skankle answered the door. He looked hungover, standing there wearing a pair of jeans, t-shirt, and bare feet. When Dorothy asked if Martha was there, he said she wasn't. Dorothy then asked Michael if she could check the Winnebago that was there on the grounds, but instead of Dorothy being able to look, one of the Skankles' employees looked and said Martha was not there. She was nowhere to be found. Let's see. Yes, praise for Gingerlock's mom. She's been going through a tough time and really need to keep her in our thoughts and prayers. The Skankle family is a large family, 7 kids total. Their mother had passed away from brain cancer at 41 years old. So that left them with only their father and a live-in tutor to care for them, but they were mostly left unsupervised. The live-in tutor moved in the night before this crime happened. While everyone was worried sick, her mother, father, brother just wanted her found safe and to come home where she belongs. Later that day, around 12:30 p.m., one of Martha's friends, Sheila, one of the girls she was with the night before, made a harrowing discovery. She found Martha's body under a large pine tree when she cut through the wooded portion of the Moxley's home. Sheila ran to Martha's house and told Dorothy she had found Martha. Dorothy's friend that was at the house at the time went outside to look, and she told Dorothy that Martha was dead. Now, as you guys know, it was only 150 yards from the houses. So I'm going to pause and show you guys some pictures, just so you guys kind of get a visual, because I think it's really cool to be able to get a visual on what we're talking about. Because, yeah, telling the story is great, but I think having that visual will even be better. So let me grab some pictures. Let me look. I have the map. Well, let me show you, as most of you probably already know, let me show you what Martha looks like. Where did it go? Give me 1 second. I would thought this would have been quicker. Downloads, let me see. I have a map. I think it's this one. I marked them all so I would know. I hope it's this one, guys. Bear with me. Are you kidding me? It's not gonna open. Why me? Why me? Of course. How come it always plays out better in your head before you go live? You got it all planned out how you want to do this, and then you go to do it and it doesn't work out the way you want. There it is. I'm just gonna make it bigger so you guys can see. Let me share. Now, this is the Skankle residence, and this is Marcia's. Martha's house. So they were not far behind. And from what they're saying is that Sheila left Marcia's house and was going to go over to the Stankel's house, and she came out to go through this passageway right here to get to the house quicker instead of taking the road down here. So this is the way that they went. And now I'll continue because I also have a map showing where everything was found and placed. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a visual of how short the house was. Okay, we were at this part. Martha was dead. Martha was laying face down with her pants and panties pulled down around her knees. She had been beaten to death. Her face was bruised. Her hair was matted in blood. Near Martha's body, they found a broken golf club that they believed was used in the attack. The person that did this crime attacked Martha so violently that the club's metal shaft snapped. Martha's skull was fractured and the broken shaft was driven into Martha's neck and left there, and the grip was missing. While police were able to trace back the golf club, which was a 6-iron, to the Skankles, they belonged to the mother, Ann Skankel, who had passed away and passed the set down to her daughter Julia. There was no physical evidence connecting anyone in the family to the murder weapon or to the crime scene. It was also stated that the children often left golf clubs outside, so anyone could have taken the murder weapon from their yard. They found blood in the Moxley's driveway. Police theorized that as Martha walked up the driveway to her home on the evening of October 30th, 1975, she was hit on the head from behind. She had just left the Skankel's household, and 17-year-old Tommy Skankel was reportedly the last known person to see her alive. Her body was dragged about 70 feet to her backyard and left in her yard under a pine tree. Police estimated the time of the approximately at 10 p.m. A diary that Martha kept in the months leading up to her death. Martha wrote about several evenings spent with friends at the Skankel house, where she had hung out with Tommy, who at one time put his arm around her, and his young brother Michael, who was at 15 at the time. Both boys appeared to pursue Martha, but she did not seem interested in either of them, according to her journal entries. Tommy later stated that on the night of Martha's murder, he had sexual intercourse. Michael also allegedly later admitted that after Martha went home, he climbed into a tree outside her residence and masturbated in it. Around 10 p.m. the night of Martha's murder, there were several reports of unusual noises around the neighborhood, while Martha's mother, Dorothy, told investigators she heard one or more loud voices in the yard. The youngest Skankel brother, Stephen, said he was awakened by screams. 2 dogs also started barking in a nearby yard, and several neighbors went outside to see the source of the commotion. Tommy Skankel was the last person to be seen with Martha on the night of the murder and had a weak alibi. He became the prime suspect, but his father forbid police wanted access to his school and mental health records, but his father refused access. Kenneth Littleton, who had started working as a live-in tutor for the Skankles the night before the murder, see, why did that screw up? Hours before the murder, also became a prime suspect. However, no one was charged, and the case went for a standstill for decades. Basically, nothing. They had the murder, they had the murder weapon, they had suspects. Tommy was last seen with her. Michael said that he went up into a tree. Now, he didn't say whether it was the tree that she was found under. He just said in a tree and masturbated in it. And then there was also the live-in tutor. So they had suspects, they had the murder weapon, but they had no evidence, none. They didn't have DNA, they didn't have fingerprints, they had nothing. So this case stayed at a standstill for years. Yes, Captain of my soul. Yes, there is actually many books out there of this case, but yes, he was one of them. Which we'll get to. Now I gotta find where I was. I should leave my mouse right where I'm supposed to. For decades. In the meantime, several books were published about the murder over the years. Both Tommy and Michael Skankle significantly changed their alibis for the night of Martha's murder. Michael claimed that he had been in the windows peeping and masturbating in trees beside the Moxley property from 11:30 to 12:30. Two former students from the treatment center that Michael went to for a troubled teen testified that that they gave police their story. They said they heard Michael confess to killing Martha with a golf club. Gregory Coleman told police that Michael was given special privileges, saying Michael bragged, "I'm going to get away with murder. I'm a Kennedy." Finally, in 1998, after 18 months investigation, it was decided there was enough evidence to charge Michael Skankle with the murder. On January 9th, 2000, the arrest warrant was issued for an unnamed juvenile for the Moxley murder. Michael surrendered to authorities later that day. He was released shortly thereafter on a $500,000 bail. On March 14th, Michael was arraigned for the murder in a juvenile court as he was 15 years old at the time of the Moxley murder. On January 31st, 2001, a judge ruled that Michael would be tried as an adult. Michael's trial began on May 7th, 2002. So that's a long time. If you guys think about it, this murder happened in 1975. Michael did not go to trial for the first time until May 7th, 2002. That's a very long time. In Norwalk, Connecticut, he was represented by an attorney, Michael Sherman. Michael's alibi was that at the time of the murder, he was at a cousin's house. So now he has changed his story yet again. Before, he was in a tree at the Moxley's house masturbating. Then he changed his story with the cops and said he was near the Moxley's house, peeping in people's windows and masturbating. Now he's saying that he wasn't even there. He was not masturbating. He was not peeping in windows. Now he was at a cousin's house. So his story has changed several times. During the trial, the jury heard parts of a taped book proposal, which included Michael Skankel's talking about masturbating in a tree on the night of the murder, possibly the same tree under which Martha's body was found the next morning. In the book's proposal, Michael did not admit to committing the murder. Prosecutors took words from the book proposal and overlaid them on a graphic image of Martha's dead body in a computerized multimedia presentation shown to the jury during closing arguments. In the audio tape, Michael said that he was afraid he might have seen the previous night, quote, jerking off, quote, he was panicked. So basically, he was like, I just said that I was jerking off because I panicked and I didn't know what to say. Well, why didn't you just say you were at your cousin's house? But I think his first confession was not the right one either. But I mean, come on. I would rather say I was at my cousin's house instead of jerking off in a tree, but whatever. On June 7, 2002, Michael was found guilty of murdering Martha, and he was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. He was assigned to the Gardner Correctional Institution in Newtown, Connecticut in January 2003. Attorney Robert F. Kennedy, Michael's cousin's brother, a controversial article in the Atlanta Monthly entitled "A Miscarriage of Justice," insisting Michael's indictment was triggered by an inflamed media and that an innocent man was now in prison. Kennedy argued that there was more evidence suggesting that Kenneth Littleton, that is, the tutor, the Skankel's family live-in tutor, killed Martha. He also called Dominic Dunn the driving force behind Michael's prosecution. Michael continued to fight for his conviction in November 2003. Michael appealed to the Connecticut Supreme Court, arguing that the trial court here, because the case should have been heard in juvenile court rather than in Supreme Court, that the statutes of limitation had expired on the charges against him, and that there was prosecutorial misconduct. On January 12, 2006, the Connecticut Supreme Court rejected Michael's plea. Michael retained an attorney and a former United States Solicitor General, Theodore Olson, who filed a petition on behalf of Michael Skankel before the Supreme Court of the United States on July 12, 2006. On November 13, 2006, the Supreme Court declined to hear the case. In 2007, Michael's new attorney, now he's got another one, Hope Seeley and Herbert Santos, filed the petition and a motion for a new trial in Connecticut trial court that had originally hurt his case based on theories involving Tony Bryant, cousin of Los Angeles Lakers player Kobe Bryant, and a former classmate of Michael's at the private Brunswick school in Greenwich. In a videotape interview with Michael's private investigator in August 2003, Bryant said that on the night of Moxley murders, one of his companions, he had wanted to rape her. Bryant said that he did not previously come forward because his mother had warned him that as a black man, he would be tagged for the murder. A 2-week hearing in 2007 allowed the presentation of this year's to-date evidence, among other matters. In September 2007, Michael's attorney filed another petition based in part on Bryant's claim, asking for a new trial. Prosecutors formally responded that Bryant may have made up the story to sell a play about the case. So Bryant wanted to do a play, is what they said, and that he lied because he wanted to be able to sell this play. The new defense team also hired a full-time investigation team to review existing and new information in the preparation for the hearing. They argued that Michael never confessed to anyone on October 25, 2007. A Supreme Court judge denied the request for a new trial again, saying Bryant's testimony was not credible and that there was no evidence of prosecutorial misconduct. In the original trial, Michael's lawyers appealed this decision to the Connecticut Supreme Court on March 26, 2009. In a 5-judge panel of the court, heard the arguments on this appeal on April 12, 2010. The panel ruled 4-1 against Michael's appeal. Michael then appealed based on charges of incompetency against Mickey Sherman, his lead attorney at the trial, in an April 2013 hearing in Vernon, Connecticut. Michael testified that Sherman, rather than focusing on Michael's defense, instead had a vast interest in the celebrity. Michael also claimed that Sherman was more interested in collecting fees to settle Sherman's own financial problems than defending Michael, instead of defending Michael. Let's see. Where else am I? Sherman testified in the defense of his actions while continuing to maintain his belief that Michael is innocent in the Moxley case. Michael has been in prison at the MacDoug Walker Correctional Institution in Suffolk, Connecticut. On January 24, 2012, Michael and his attorneys argued for a sentence reduction, claiming, I lost it, I shouldn't have moved. Reduction, claiming that he should have been tried in juvenile court. On March 5, 2012, Skankel lost his bid for sentence reduction. Michael's first parole hearing was on October 24, 2012. Michael was denied parole. He continued to deny the killings. Michael's next parole hearing was scheduled for October 2017. On October 23, 2013, Michael was granted a new trial by Connecticut Judge Thomas A. Bishop. That he ruled that Michael's attorney, Michael Sherman, failed to adequately represent Michael when he was convicted in 2002. Prosecutors stated they would appeal the decision. John Moxley, the victim's brother, said that the ruling took his family by surprise, and the family hoped the state would win on appeal. And is Rolling Bishop wrote that that he won the appeal, and now he's out. He's out. He won the appeal, and he's out. Hello, hey Dova, Cindy, Samara, Remy. Hi guys, Save Robbie. Hello guys. Sorry, I haven't been watching chat. I also thought that maybe we could look at some pictures because I found these pictures very interesting. Let me get to them. I don't know where I want to start. Let's start with a picture of Martha. Why not? Let's start there because I think that is the key of this case. Well, can I do it this way? No. I can't. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can open all of them, and then I can do a whole slideshow. Let me see if I can do that. No, it's not going to let me. I'm going to have to do it all individually. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. There's got to be an easier way to do this instead of opening it up. See, I don't want that picture. I want this picture. No. Why is it doing that? All right, we're not gonna... I don't know why it won't let me open up Martha's picture. We can open up the one with Martha and Michael, and I think that's what we're gonna have to do first because it will not let me open up the picture by itself. No, that's not the one. But this is, it won't do it. This is Michael and Tommy back in 1975. This is what they looked like back in 1975. I don't know why that picture won't open. They gotta figure out an easier way to do this. Let's look at this one. Let's see what this one is. No, that's that same picture. This is... This is Martha's family back in 1975. This is Dorothy. This is David. This is Martha. And this is John. This is what they looked like back in 1975. Let me... did all my pictures go? Okay, this, let me get back to you guys. This is the Sankel house. This was the house that that's weird that it did that. Oh, I can do it that way? Oh, that's cool. Okay, you guys can all see that, right? I just figured it out. I learned the trick. Okay. So this is the Skankel house. This is Michael now. This is a letter that Michael wrote. I am innocent. The only thing the state of Connecticut had accomplished is putting an innocent father behind bars. I did not murder Martha. Unfortunately, I have only learned just how seriously flawed the criminal justice system is. It's truly a tragedy. He wrote this on 1/13/2006. Now this, let me see if I can blow this up for you guys. Okay, so this one right here, it says the path that Sheila took. So this is the path that Sheila took. This right here is where Martha's body was found. This one says these were the drag marks right here in the high grass. They're saying the major attack happened right here. They're saying the attack began right here. This is the driveway. The club head, the shaft is right here. And this was the northwest corner of the Moxley house. This one. So it looks like Sheila came out of this house like this and started to make the trail and found Martha under the tree. Ran back, and then the cops came, and when the cops came is when they found everything else. Let's see what this picture is. The golf head was here. The red is blood. The shaft is here. Then there's blood, 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 and another shaft. This is the drag marks. And then the victim was found here. Why won't it let me do it now? Oh, I have to go all the way down. Why won't it move? No! Move! Why won't it move now? There's more pictures. Why did it stop? Hold on. I don't know why it stopped. It was doing so well. Map. I think I'm on this one. Okay. Let me come back to you guys. All right. Now this shows how close the Skankels and Marcia lived. This is the Skankel house. This is Marcia's house. This is what Marcia wrote in 1975 on November 2nd, I guess, or maybe before that. It just says November 2nd. It says, "Dear Diary, Allison came over for dinner and the two stayed for a while. Not much happened. We watched The Mummy for a while. I gave her a something in Tab, which is not half as good as it's basically showing. Now this one's a little harder to see, but this was the golf club. This one's tough to look at, but this is the golf club that was used in the murder. Here's the shaft that broke off. Now remember, the other half is in Marcia, because when they found her, she was bludgeoned to death, but the person left half of the golf club inside of her. Best way to say it. And it looks like they used multiple, because here's another one that was broken. Now this is the drag marks that they were talking about. Bacardi tap soda. Thank you, Samara. This is the drag marks. This is all blood. This was the drag marks of Marcia's body being laid under the tree. The grip was never found, no. How horrible is that? Again, this is the home. The family. I think I also have more pictures. Let me look. Hold on. Let me stop sharing because I believe I have also more pictures. Oh. Okay. Save. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just getting the rest of the pictures. It makes you save each and every one. I don't know why it makes you save everyone. I should be able to just show it. Okay. I think that's all of them. Now let me come back to you guys. All right. Are you kidding me? Why does it want to do that? Bear with me. I don't know why it's doing this. I can't show those pictures. It won't let me. Like, when I downloaded them to my computer, they worked fine, but the ones that Samara shared with me to share, it won't let me open it. Can I open it from a notepad? Nope. Well, let me open it in a paint. It will. All right. Well, we're going to have to look at it through paint. Okay. Hold on. Where did it go? All right. So this is Tommy now. This is what he looks like now as he's older. Let me stop sharing. This is going to be a pain, but let's get through it. Bear with me, guys. It won't let me go through gallery, Remy. That's what I'm trying to say. It won't let you. This is Martha's mother and Martha's brother, John. What they look like now. This is Martha's home back in 1975. This is where she lived. It's crazy. I don't know why it's making me do it this way. But all my other pictures, I was able to do it, and this one won't. This is the front of the house back in 1975. And then this one's really sad to me, just because it's a mother without her daughter, and the only thing she has of her daughter at 15 years old is the painting. So this was a painting that was made for her, and this is her sitting next to it, and it's just a sad picture to me, because no mother should have to bury a child, and no mother should have to know what her child went through. before she died. Oh, there's one more picture that I forgot. That's important. And it's part of the case. Save image. This one's, it's blurred out, but at the same time, it could be triggering. So this is Martha's body. In 2075, you can tell that her pants are down, but this is where she was laying under the tree. These are the injuries that she received. This is the golf club sticking. I love you. Good night. And then, okay, thank you. And then the damage to the back of her head. It says, Detective Steve Carroll described an indentation on the left temple leading from the eye towards the top of the ear. The flesh was depressed, as was the blood-soaked hair. This most probably occurred as the victim's head rested on the broken portion of the golf club shaft. Upon death, circulating ceased and the indentation became fixed. This says the victim had 4 injuries to the right rear of the head, of which one had a visual skull fracture. Doctor noted the laceration to the scalp on October 31st, 1975, and doctor confirmed that observation in 1997. Both doctors stated that these types of wounds to the head would ooze blood, not pump. Oh, crap. Crap. Let's see. Dorothy is an amazing woman. She had painted trim waiting for Martha. Yes, she did. Let me see what else. Let's see if I'm forgetting any other pictures. Oh, this one. This is Martha's gravestone. And look at the beautiful flowers around it. I'm wondering, they look like flowers that actually just grown from the earth. They weren't placed there, it kind of looks like, doesn't it? It looks like these flowers just bloom around her. Let's see, what else? I think those are all the pictures. That I wanted to show. Oh, this one, it just shows how close she was to her family. This is her with her dad. Yeah, the rest are repeats. You're right. Let me see. I'm sorry I haven't been watching chat. Like I said, I'll learn a better system. I promise. Just bear with me. Hey, Marky, Cindy. I'm sorry I missed your live yesterday, Eagle. Jenna, check research room. Yes. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't watch chat. It's hard to try to watch chat and get things. I know it was sad. She's only 15 years old. It was very sad. And it was more sad that it took almost 20 something years for her to get justice. And now he's a free man. And it's just sad. Please remember. Oh, thank you. So, like I said, I'm sorry that I didn't watch chat much tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was a little, messed up. I thought it would have been easier to show the pictures, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't show the pictures like I wanted to. I kind of wanted to show the pictures as I was reading. But that would have been even more of a mess, so I'm kind of glad that I waited till the end. I am live tomorrow morning, so I do not know if I will be live tomorrow night because I will not be able to work on a case with me going live in the morning. So I think tomorrow is going to be the day that I just go live in the morning and not in the evening. And then that will give me time to look for another case for Thursday. Like I said, I'm going to just keep on trucking. I know that I'm new at this true crime stuff, and practice makes perfect. I know that the more I do it, the better I will get. And so I'm really going to try to stick with being live, going live at least once a day for the whole month, other than Sundays. So everybody just hang in there with me, share with your friends. Like I said, I know I will get better as time goes on, so just bear with me. But I'm going to end my stream. My husband is going to bed, and I've only seen him for literally 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go spend some time with him because he's working late the rest of the week, so I'm not gonna be able to see him. Oh, thank you, Remy. I tried. Like I said, I know I will get better. It will just take practice, and I will figure out a system, and it will work. I really like the doc system. I like typing it out. But I'm really thinking I like pen to paper better. I lose my place a lot doing the doc. I don't know. I might just go back to my pen and paper. I don't know yet. I'm going to play, but I'll find a system that will work, and I hope you guys will all be here tomorrow morning. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either one. I like them both. I love you too, Samara. Thank you for your help today. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my mods for being in here tonight. I couldn't do it without you guys. Everybody, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay you. And I will talk to you guys all later. Have a good night. Bye.